In 2020, the ICC World T20 World Cup, Women's T20 World Cup, had over 100 million unique viewers around the world.
I completely disagree because no, SRH is one of the finest teams that has ever been created.
Hello, people of the internet. Welcome to our new video. Today, we are going to talk about Women's IPL, which is coming up in March. So, any initial thoughts? Do you think it's worth it?
It is definitely worth it, Vamshi.
Okay, what about you?
Why are you saying that, Bharat?
Why? Why not?
I mean, we didn't even see a single match until now.
I did see supernovas and velocities on all the other matches that have been played.
You've seen all those.
Not all, but I did follow it.
You followed it on Critbuzz or how? Did you watch them live?
I watched a few matches live and I also followed it on Critbuzz.
What was the best thing that you've seen?
Best thing?
I mean, can you really compare it to men's cricket or is it separate thing?
There was definitely a lot of active sport in it, and there was a few. There were many interesting aspects to that team. And
So-
I do think that definitely we need lots and lots of more such sports.
Okay, makes sense. Do you follow women's cricket?
Not until now, but after the hype around women's
Did you
IPL,
at least watch something? Highlights or live matches, anything at all?
mostly on Twitter,
Okay.
only that get into the trending position. Those dives around the boundary covers, those intense catches. I mean, I didn't expect. Earlier I used to watch like glimpses, only glimpses actually, not the whole match. It has improved a lot, that I can say.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so BCCI has come up with the new tournament, Women's IPL, or the official name is Women's Premier League, but we are calling it as Women's IPL. So this is a tournament where all the women cricketers around the world are going to participate and showcase the talent. Okay. So let me tell you some interesting facts about women's cricket.
Okay.
So in 2020, the ICC World T20 World Cup, Women's T20 World Cup, it had over 100 million unique viewers around the world.
Wow, 100 million.
Yes. And the final happened in Australia. That was the second most watched live event in the world for women's sports.
Oh. I think the first one is NBA, WNBA.
Probably. I don't know about the first, but second is definitely cricket.
Okay.
So after watching all the stats, and previously in 2018 also, BCCI had conducted a single exhibition match.
Okay.
Prior to the men's IPL, there were only two teams then, IPL Supernovas and IPL Trailblazers. So I don't think they had an auction back then. They just randomly, put them into two teams. It was very interesting match. And after the success of that, in 2019, that exhibition match has expanded into 3 teams and 4 matches instead of 1.
Nice.
So in 2019, they had 71 million viewers.
All the
Unique viewers. So after seeing all these numbers, BCCI was thinking of, why not start a women's IPL, which is a great idea to promote women's cricket, definitely. So in 2020, they've continued the same format of 3 teams and 4 matches. They got even more good response. So during 2020 and 2021, BCCI was planning to conduct an auction and all. But COVID third wave happened.
Yeah.
It was very difficult to conduct cricket matches. They hardly conducted men's matches. So they cancelled the match in 2021. They cancelled the women's tournament, and they ended up starting the auction in January of 2023.
What do you mean cancelled? They abruptly ended it.
They didn't even start it.
Oh,
2021, they didn't even start it.
So this has to be started in 21 only.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh.
Because of COVID, everything got postponed.
Okay.
So in 2023 January, they had the auction for franchise rights. Where you can put in your bid to buy the team. So there were 5 organizations who grabbed the rights. So the 5 teams are based out of Bangalore, Delhi, Gujarat, Lucknow, and Mumbai.
No Hyderabad.
No.
Why?
I mean, we hardly play good in men's IPL.
I don't think that is the case because from what I've read, it was like north, south, east, west, and central. Those were the domains that they picked the 5 teams from.
Okay.
That is what I've heard.
I mean, the Hyderabad team is completely, players from Chennai. You can hardly call it a team from Hyderabad. Yes or no?
I completely disagree because no, SRH is one of the finest teams that has ever been created.
I mean, I don't think that is the case for the last couple of years.
Well, last couple of years, SRS did not perform that well, but given the chance, maybe women's IPL in Hyderabad might seem something exciting.
Yeah, that's a discussion for another day. Let's come back to the women's cricket.
Okay.
So the Royal Challengers Bangalore women team is owned by an alcoholic beverage company called Diageo. It's a company based out of Britain, but they operate in India as well. So they grabbed the rights for 901 crores.
901 crores,
Yeah.
Is it the same team that owns the men's RCB as well?
I think so. After Vijay Mallya left, I think they transferred the ownership to them.
Okay.
Yeah, even after this, I think the logo also has been changed into.
Exactly. The jersey was updated. The logo was updated.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next Delhi Capitals women's is owned by GMR Group, like they own the men's team, and they got the franchise rights for 801 crores. Right. So the next one is Gujarat Giants women, obviously owned by Adani, like he owns everything in Gujarat. But the interesting fact is that they got the franchise rights for 1289 crores, which is 250 more crores than any other women's franchise.
Any interesting aspect to it?
I mean, they might have evaluated that this is going to be a very huge return investment.
Yeah, makes sense. Actually, it makes sense.
So yeah, Adani, I think he made another mistake here by bidding 250 crores more than everyone else. So the next one is UP Warriors Women, which is owned by a company called Capri Global.
Capri Global. Okay.
Yeah, they are an NBFC company, like a non-banking financial company, like kind of like a asset management company.
Oh, okay.
All these companies belong to India.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So they got the rights for 757 crores.
So this is the cheapest number that you've given in these four.
Partially because KL Rahul plays for Lucknow Giants.
Oh, don't talk about him, man. Come on.
Yeah, and the last team?
So finally, Mumbai Indians women is obviously owned by Reliance. Like they own the men's team. They got the rights for 913 crores. So overall, BCCI was able to raise 4,670 crores from franchise rights.
Wow.
So I think that's a huge sum to conduct a really good tournament in any country. So I'm hoping for a very good experience, like from the men's IPL, since the budget is very high for BCCI.
Yeah. Another interesting fact, Vamshi and Vivek, that from what I've read, WIPL, Women's IPL, is the second largest company or establishment, only after WNBA.
So you're talking about women's sports.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the women's league.
Oh. So it's only next to women's NBA. The valuation of women's IPL is the second highest in the world.
When did WNBA start?
Like started long ago.
Probably around close to 5 to 10 years, I think. Even more, maybe.
This didn't even start and is already the
second highest.
Second highest. Right from the start.
Okay, so I want to quickly go through over the auction that has happened in the last week of January. A total of 87 players were sold during the auction, out of which 30 players are overseas players. 30. So you can see already a good number of overseas players involving in the tournament. And Smriti Mandhana, who was the first in the auction, the first bid, she was sold for the highest amount of 3.4 crores.
3.4 crores.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I remember seeing it on the news that she was the highest.
She was the opening bid as well as the highest bid. She was grabbed by RCB. As you know, RCB has a reputation of grabbing top names, but underperforming every year.
Let them win the cup, bro, first.
So let me just draw a similarity between men's RCB and women's RCB.
Okay.
Men's RCB, it was top three heavy. Like in the past, you had ABD, Gale, and Kohli.
Yeah.
Kohli, ABD, and Aaron Finch. So they were like top three heavy. The same thing is happening with women's RCB as well.
Okay.
They got Smriti Mandhana. They got Ellis Perry.
Ellis Perry is RCB.
Yeah.
Oh.
Smriti Mandhana is costlier than Ellis Perry now.
Yeah.
What about Lanning? Where is she?
We might have to go through the squads in a separate video. So coming back to the auction part, Smriti Mandhana, like I said, was the highest bid. 30 overseas players, which is really good number, and I think every team has around 16 to 18 players in their squads, and I think they had 6 overseas players in every team.
Yeah. It was actually 18 total number of players, and out of the 18, we can take around 8 overseas players.
Okay.
So I think, as you said, when we see the whole squad, we could only find 6 in each, 6 overseas players in each team.
Yeah. So women's cricket, it's been a really interesting experience for me. It's either that I follow, every match during the past, but once I forgot that women's cricket existed, I completely took it out of my brain. But the recently completed T20 World Cup, right?
Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, I was able to follow a few games. I saw India versus Australia, the semi-final game. It was really interesting, the amount of the effort they put in, right, during the field or while batting. It reminded me of men's cricket. I don't know if you have seen the Ellis Perry boundary stop in the semi-final.
I've seen. It was in the last second over or last third over.
Yeah.
So she was diving that one.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by the amount of effort they are putting.
Yeah, I mean, because it's been a long journey for everyone.
Yeah, and also there's been a bad rapport with women's cricket. They don't have long boundaries, or it is very easy to hit boundaries. But it was, pleasantly surprising.
So this shows that they're no longer
exactly the standards have been raised. Definitely, they're catching up with the popularity of men's cricket as well. So yeah, it's been a really interesting experience, and I want to follow each and every women's cricket game, IPL game, and get to know more about them.
So you plan on watching the whole WIPL?
Yes, and if the audience want, we can cover it as well.
Yeah, we can do it.
So probably you people have to let us know in the comments.
Yeah, the main purpose of making this video is to really educate everyone about women's cricket.
And probably inspire a few. Who knows, maybe one of our viewers might play in the future.
So do look out for the future videos where we review each and every women's team and go through their squads, assess their strengths and weaknesses. So stay tuned for that.
Thank you, and also definitely don't forget to like, share, and subscribe our channel, and definitely use we do accept critics, and please do comment on where we can improve and what we can improve.
Whatever you feel like commenting, just comment. We're not going to feel bad about it because we need critical feedback at this moment. And we are trying to improve with every feedback. Like one of the feedback we got was, the speaker should face the camera. So that is what we are doing right now. And any other further feedback is also appreciated. We'll try to get another mic as well. So bear with us until then.
Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.